What's up, guys? Starting today's video. I know I'm looking pretty ugly right now. I need a haircut. My hands are dirty as shit, but I just picked up some, and I got it for a really good price. I couldn't pass it up, and I'm gonna show you guys right now. As you guys can tell, we picked up a new tire. Now the difference is this is a 205 at the bottom, and this is a 255. So we're stepping it up. This is a 255 50/16 tire, basically a 26-inch tire, and we're gonna fit it on our custom 101 wide body, or whatever you want to call it. I call it a custom wide fender, and we're gonna fit it into here. Now, if you guys didn't know, we did fit 255s on here, but that was a 255/40, and that was a 17. So in theory, we have a smaller rim, right? We went one size down, about the same size tire, but we're doing a 10 of, like, what do you call this, length of the tire. Now in theory, these tires should not overlap, but make it more of a bubble-ish kind of tire in the front, just because the way the peroxies are, as you can tell. So it's gonna be really of a bubble. There's gonna be a lot of tire on this rim. This rim is also 7.5. If you can't tell, the only way you can tell, or this is how I can tell on a stock EK hatch, when you have a 7, this rim tends to sink in more. Now if it's a 7.5, they stick out a little bit more of a fender to quarter panel lineup, and that's how you know it's a 7.5. And if it's a by 8, that lip will be way out, and basically if you slam the rear end with a by 8 wheel, you should be able to have that lip on top of the quarter panel in theory. But that's how I know that these tire or rim are 7.5s, and I believe the specs when I did buy them had 7.5 label on them. So yeah, super excited for this. This one makes my build super unique because of course, you know, the super wide fenders, but I could be doing something crazy like a 255 on a 16 by 7.5. I forgot what the offset, I think it's like plus 35. So this should fit. I shouldn't have any clearance issues because everything underneath in here has been hammered in already for 255s. I just might have to run in more of aggressive camber, which is why I wanted a bigger tire, because I'm not going to be using most of the tread anyways, because this car will be having some sort of stance on it with this type of tire. And if I do take this out on track, if I do autocross or something, it'll, you know, balance it out. So super excited with these. Also, I picked this up for $100 for the pair, for 2 of these with the same tread pattern, same, you know, amount of tread. It still has a lot of tread left. $100, couldn't say no. It's a really good deal. He did a couple passes in it. More than likely, it looks like he barely touched it. You can still see the lines in the tire, so still has a lot of life left. I definitely don't be daily driving this, so this tire with this rim, slap it together, I think it's gonna look a really good combo on this car, and definitely will make this front end a lot more aggressive. The thing is, when I ran the setup, I did have wheel spacers. I had a 15mm spacers, but that's because the wheels that I had before, the offset was really not where it needs to be. So I think it's plus 35. I'll be able to run 255s without a spacer, but on the wheels that I had, it was like a plus 22 or something. So these are, I believe, it's plus 35 or something really high, like a plus 45. So anything above 35, I should be able to run this with no spacers. Also, on top of that, with the wheel and the way, you know, it curves in, when I throw it on, it shouldn't hit that, you know, that knuckle at all. So yeah, super excited. I just picked these up today. I just took the wheels off and picked up pick up the tires, so that tomorrow I'm gonna be mounting these on, and super excited how it's gonna look like. I think it's gonna really flow really well with this car and the build that I'm going with. If you guys don't know what kind of build I'm going with, it's more of a like track style street car. So as you guys know, I'm both into like drag and autocross and track stuff like that. But the way that I'm building this car and buying parts for it is just tending more into a street car, besides the gut interior and stuff like that. But I really do enjoy driving this thing on the street. It really turns a lot of heads, and now that I'm gripped up now, you know, we could do a light by light race or something and have fun. And if I do want to take it to the track, you know, it's ready to go with this setup. It should handle pretty well. It handles pretty well already, but with these it should handle a lot better. So that's gonna be it for today's update on the new pickup. Just took out the wheels so we get some better photos of how the tires are gonna look like on the rim, and I think it's gonna look really good. So hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.
It drives good, yeah.
Good thing you got Fortunatos.
Right.